Hello and welcome. Since we were kids, people taught us that heaven is like a big peaceful garden where you have nothing to do but eat and drink the best foods and drinks. They said God is like an old man who owns this place, who protects us and gives us whatever we need, just like a kind father giving gifts to his children. And they told us that all we have to do to get there is follow his rules. If we don't, we go to hell. But let's stop and think about that for a moment. These descriptions of heaven are about what the body wants: food, comfort, safety. But after death, the body is gone. So how could heaven be a reward full of things that the body enjoys when you've already left the body behind? It doesn't really make sense if you look at it from the point of view of consciousness. You might say, well, these descriptions are in religion. God said what heaven is. But religion was never just about creating fantasies of a perfect place after death. Religion has always tried to teach us how to live here. Its purpose was to guide us, to show us how to create heaven now, in this life, not just after it. Think about it. Why are we even here in this world? It's not by accident. We chose to be here, to live this life, to feel warm bread in our hands, to drink cool water on a hot day, to sit by a window while rain gently falls outside. We came here to experience life, and in those quiet, peaceful moments, we can feel God not as someone far away, but as something alive inside us. Isn't that what heaven is really about? Isn't that what religion was trying to show us? It's not really about golden streets. It's about waking up. It's about realizing you are not just your body, your personality, or your thoughts. When you deeply know that, then even a simple sip of water feels amazing. A simple meal feels full of meaning. You become fully awake to the sounds, the air, the sky, the people, the life around you, just like we imagine heaven to be. So let's be honest, what we were taught about heaven was actually pointing to presence, to being fully here and now, awake to who you really are. Heaven isn't in the clouds. It's here. It's now. All it takes is the willingness to stop, be still, and feel the truth of your being in this moment. But what happens when you don't see that truth? When you keep chasing money, success, approval, or status, you suffer. You compete. You feel like you're never enough. You get lost trying to find your place in a world that feels harsh and confusing. And in all that chasing, you miss the heaven that's already here. You create a kind of hell, not because life is cruel, but because you've lost connection with your true self. So what does it really mean to go to heaven after you die? What does it mean for the soul to return to God if heaven is already here? That return isn't about going to a place. It's about the end of your story, the end of the search, the end of feeling separate. Becoming one with God is even more than heaven, because at that point you don't need comfort or pleasure anymore. You don't need anything. There is only awareness, peaceful, perfect, and whole. There is a deep truth inside each one of us, but it is not something you can find by thinking hard or trying harder. It is not a prize to win or a secret to discover somewhere far away. It is not a place you have to travel to, nor something you need to earn by being perfect or doing the right things. This truth is always here right now, even though most people do not notice it. It is like the air we breathe, always around us, but often invisible because we are too busy looking for something else. Many people call this truth by different names: heaven, home, peace, freedom, but these words point to the same thing. a place or feeling that is not outside, but inside. It is not a physical place you can visit or a goal you can reach after many years. It is not hidden in the future or waiting for you at the end of your life. It is not in some faraway land or a special mountaintop. Instead, it is right here, now, in this moment. It is the true nature of who you are. The problem is that our mind or thinking makes us believe that this place or truth is somewhere else. The mind likes to separate things. It divides life into parts, good and bad, here and there, me and you, past and future. When the mind divides things, it makes it hard to see the whole picture. We think that to be happy or peaceful, we must get away from the problems or change something outside of us. But the truth is, the peace and happiness we want are not far away or outside us. They are the base of everything that happens in life. This truth is very simple and very big at the same time. It cannot be put into words because words are small and separate. Words create ideas and ideas divide. The truth is not an idea. It is what allows all ideas to exist. It is like the sky that holds all the clouds. The clouds come and go, but the sky stays the same. You cannot hold the sky in your hand, but you live inside it. The truth is like that it is the space where all experiences happen, but it is not itself an experience. Because the truth is so big, no one can explain it fully with words. Not Jesus, not Buddha, not any wise teacher, and not me. Words are like fingers pointing at the moon, but they are not the moon. They are sounds and marks on paper, but the truth is beyond sounds and marks. You cannot catch it with your mind or describe it clearly because it is not a thing. You can only know it by being it. You can only feel it by letting go of trying to understand it with your thoughts. Right now, before your mind fills the space with noise and stories, there is a quiet sense of I am. This I am is not a name or a story. It is not about who you think you are or what you do. It is simply the feeling of being alive, being here. This is the truth. It is always present even when you do not notice it. Even when you are busy or sad, it is still there, holding everything. Many people think they have left this truth and are lost in the world, but they have only forgotten that it is already here. The mind creates a story of separation, of me here and life over there. This story makes us feel like we are not home, like we are far away from peace or happiness. But this is just a story. The truth cannot be far away because it is what you are. Imagine sitting quietly and closing your eyes. No matter where you are in a noisy city, a quiet forest, or a crowded room, you can still feel, I am here. This feeling does not move or change. Even if your body moves or your mind thinks many things, it is always in the background, always present. This is your true home. Some people talk about driving a car and say that when you drive, you are not really moving, but the world is moving around you. This is not exactly true, but it points to an idea. Your true self is not moving from one place to another because it is not a thing in space. It is more like the space itself that allows movement. No matter where your body goes, your true being stays where it always is, right here. This true home is not affected by time. Time is a way the mind organizes events past, present, and future. But the true home is outside of time. It is always now. The past is gone. The future has not come yet. But this moment, the now, is always here. and this now is your true home. Many spiritual teachers say that you are not your thoughts or your body, and this is true. Thoughts and bodies come and go, but the awareness that notices them stays the same. But sometimes people take this idea too far and start to believe they are only this awareness, separate from the body and the world. This can create a new kind of separation. It can feel like watching life from far away instead of living life fully. The truth is that there is no real separation. You are not just awareness watching a body or world separate from you. You are the whole. Like a movie playing on a screen, the screen and the movie look different, but they are not separate. The screen holds the movie, but it is also part of the whole experience. You cannot take the movie away from the screen or the screen away from the movie. They exist together as one. When you see this, life feels very close and real in a new way. You feel connected to everything around you because you know that everything is part of the same being. You understand that the world is not separate from you, but you still know it is a dream-like play show of changing images and stories that come and go. This understanding helps you lighten up about life. You don't take things so seriously because you see them as part of a great dream. You stop fighting with life or trying to control it so much. You start to relax and enjoy the flow of things more. Enlightenment is not about becoming perfect or getting rid of problems. It is about bringing everything home, bringing your fears, your pain, your thoughts, your anger, and even your joy into the light of your true self. You don't have to reject any part of yourself or the world. You just need to stop believing that parts of your experience are separate or wrong. When you bring the light of awareness to dark or difficult feelings, they lose their power over you. When you bring truth to a lie, the truth is what lasts. Darkness is only darkness because we do not see it clearly. But when light shines on it, it changes. You start to see even the darkest things as part of the light. Life is like a dream. You can experience a dream and feel it is real while you are inside it. But when you wake up, you see it was only a dream. The same is true for life. The body, the mind, and the world can feel real, but they are not who you truly are. They are like images in a dream, and you are the dreamer. Some spiritual communities create ideas that make people feel separate from the world or from their body. This is understandable because it helps at first to see that you are not only your thoughts or body, but if you stay stuck in thinking you are just a watcher or awareness, you miss the full experience of life. You miss being fully alive in your body and in the world. Yes, you are not your body or mind, but they are not separate from you either. They are appearances in the space of your awareness. Like waves on the ocean, they come and go, but they are part of the ocean. You are the ocean, not just a wave. When you bring everything back home to your true self, life feels more real and intimate. This is what it means to be one. You feel connected to all things, but you still know the world is not the final reality. It is a dream, a beautiful play that you do not have to take so seriously. You do not need to get rid of your pain or your problems to be at home. You don't need to become someone else or reach a special state. You only need to bring whatever is happening back into the space of your true self. This includes all the sounds you hear, the things you see, your thoughts, and even the character or ego that you think is you. You don't have to fight or push any of it away. Just bring it home. When you bring all parts of your experience back to your true self, everything becomes clear. The illusions of separation and fear start to disappear. You see life from the truth that everything is connected. You see the world with new eyes of love, peace, and acceptance. Remember, you don't have to believe in anything. You don't have to force yourself or change your life in a big way. You only have to allow yourself to be what you already are. You are always being this truth, whether you know it or not. There is nothing to do. You are already home. This is your true nature. It is not a place you go, but the space where everything happens. It is not a future goal, but the present moment itself. It is not a special state of mind, but the open space behind all thoughts and feelings. So stop searching for something else. Stop believing that happiness or peace is somewhere else or something to get later. Instead, relax into what is already here. Be present with what you are right now. Allow yourself to rest in this space of being that never moves, never changes, and never leaves. This is the place called home. This is heaven, not a place, but the presence that is everywhere and nowhere, that cannot be moved or lost. You have never left it. You cannot leave it. You can only stop pretending you have. To help understand this better, think about a big, wide ocean. The ocean looks like it has many waves, moving in different directions with different heights and speeds. Each wave looks separate from the others, but in reality, all the waves are part of the same ocean. Another way to see this is like a movie playing on a screen. The movie has many scenes, characters, and stories. The screen does not change, but the movie changes all the time. If you get caught up in the story, you might feel scared, happy, or sad. But if you remember that you are watching the movie on the screen, you realize you are safe and unchanged no matter what happens in the story. Your true self is like that screen. All the things in life are like the movie playing on it. Many people feel lost because they believe the story of the movie is all there is. They forget the screen. But when you remember the screen, you can enjoy the movie without being controlled by it. You can see the beauty, the fun, and even the hard parts without losing yourself. You don't have to stop the waves or change the movie to be happy. You only need to remember the ocean and the screen. This is the feeling of being home, being heaven right now. Try to notice this next time you feel worried or upset. Take a moment to feel the quiet I am inside you. This part of you is not scared or angry. It is calm and open. It is always there, no matter what is happening. When you remember this, you bring yourself back home. It is natural for the mind to want to solve problems and fix things. But true peace is not about fixing the world outside. It is about finding the stillness inside. From that stillness, you can face life with more ease and love. Remember, this is not a goal to reach in the future. It is already here. You just have to stop looking somewhere else. The truth is simple and free. You are already living it. Thank you for watching.